for part 2 1/4 of tonight's Facebook record sale. I'm Chad Williams. I'll be your host. And let me start getting this shared everywhere. Hope that you can do the same. Let's go to Instagram and delete our old story so people's not watching the old feed that's watching on Instagram. Delete. Okay. Let's go over here to Facebook, pages, comment as Chad Williams. Carlene's watching, Susie. Let's hit share and group and a whole lot of records. And let's also go find our part 2 link on Facebook. Share. We'll also get that shared to our story. Yeah, let's use this picture of Japanese vinyl. That is link. There's the link and live now. All right, your story. I think we got it. Hello, guys. Good luck. Feel like we're about to battle or something. Good luck. Hysteria price. That's why I made that the thumbnail. So, what's the condition and price on Jones, Brown, and Smith in the last bin? Do you have any more copies of Outfield Playdate? Grant. So, yeah, what happened was I don't have any more copies. We had somebody trade in a copy. And it's more than the original retail price. I have one somewhere. I think I said I would do $49.99 on it. I don't know if you've checked, but those Outfield Play Deeps on blue vinyl are not cheap anymore. I told everybody, it's limited numbered colored vinyl, music on vinyl. Grab them while you can. Hysteria, though, Matt, of course, they were originally $39.99, so they're only $10 more. I've got a copy I can save for $49.99. Looking for a sealed one. I do have a... yeah, this one's sealed. Well, it's kind of hard to tell with those music on vinyl because they come in bags. They come in those baggies. You can open one up and you wouldn't know if it was sealed or not. Matt, though, I've got the 3 copies of Def Leppard I have ding corners. They have lightly ding corners. They're $39.99. That's my last 3 copies that I have of Hysteria. I got 3 left with ding corners. They're $39.99. I told everybody that's my last 3. The next shipment we get in, I think the price goes up to $46 or $49.99. That's not an exaggeration. So, Grant, I think I have one I can save for $49.99. I can double check and try to see if it's sealed. Debbie, the Lemon Pipers, was $24.99. And Michael Corbel, first sale of part 2, guess what he wants? He wants a cherry pie. So Michael Corbel gets a cherry pie. Sell that to Michael for $39.99. Music on vinyl. So I've got my 50 set aside for eBay, and I've got the ones that I'm selling here for $39.99. And I've sold a bunch of them. We don't have a lot left, though. You have another Duran Duran 7 in the Ragged Tiger. I have a bin of Japanese stuff that we have shown already. There could possibly be one in there. So, all right, I'm going to flip through. So, part 2 here, pretty much we're going to stick with new arrivals. The stuff I went through during part 1, if I have time to go back through it tonight, I will. All of the stuff that is still new arrivals, it's sticker price. And so is some new vinyl I'm about to show, but that's always sticker price. And then I've got more new arrivals after this. So, just so everybody knows what's going on. So, is it making offer time? Not really. But I'm going to read through the titles that's left in here. Basically, Justin, I can write down your name and I can check if I have one, but usually we have that available. We only have one Japanese record that has not sold tonight, and that is Rat, which is surprising. So, and I can show that in just a second. I'm going to go ahead and flip through some of these titles, and I'll get our Japanese auction started. Okay. Well, first I'll go ahead and put this up. If anybody wants to bid on Aerosmith, it's a $45 start. Aerosmith, Night in the Ruts, Japanese pressing. That is a $45 start. $45 start. Debbie says she wants the lemon pipers. All right, let me flip this bin and see what we have in here. The melodic Stan Getz. We have the Best of the Gold, Volume 8. That's a 60s comp. That has The Circle, Billy Joe Royal, Paul Revere and the Raiders, Statler Brothers, the Buckinghams. At Home with The Other Family. The Carpenters, A Kind of a Hush, The Foundations, Dean Martin, The Beatles' White Album, Bing Crosby, Legendary Performer, Nat King Cole, Leon Everett, Bob Dylan's Greatest Hits Volume 2, Brewer and Shipley, Lefty Frizzell, Supertramp, Frank Sinatra, Johnny Rivers' Greatest Hits, George Jones, Ian Dury, and Gary and the Pacemakers. So, happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Debbie, I'm still looking for the Lemon Pipers. Matt says he's already got Hysteria. Alex wants the 60s comp, and Brent Rabley's at 45 on Aerosmith. So Brent Rabley gets his 60s comp. We're going to sell that to Brent Rabley. Nick, what's that? Alex Roman. Yes, and Brent Rabley has Aerosmith for 45. There's the Lemon Pipers. It was the next record. That's for Debbie Blair. Todd Rundgren, Initiation. Music Box, Christmas. Music Box or Christmas Music Box, one of the two. Looks like they forgot to put the word music in here, so they had to write it up top. Christmas Music Box. That is $7.99. Uriah Heep, Around, Grapefruit, Any Trouble, Gene McDaniels, Hit After Hit, Simon & Garfunkel, Greatest Hits. However they said to say that. What did I say? McGowl? Something like that? It didn't sound right the way John and Craig told me to say it. Clark and Hillman, I should just call it the Birds, right? America's Roots Musical, $19.99 on that. We've already went through these, so I'm just recapping in case anybody wants a price on something that catches their eye. Dennis Yost, Paul Simon Live, Uriah Heep, Burt Reynolds, Sharky's Machine, Mott the Hoople, Don McLean, the Bellamy Brothers, Batdorf and Rodney, the Buddy Holly Story, Star Trek. We had Reckless Eric, Texas Tornadoes, Mickey Gilley, Willie Nelson, and Johnny Lee, Razzie Arrival, The Best of the Carter Family, George Jones sings Hank Williams, Buck Owens, Before You Go, No One But You. Can't believe that didn't sell. Where's our Buck Owens buyers? George Jones, Frank Sinatra, Jones, Brown, and Smith, Tom Jones Live, Pat Metheny, 8081, Ben Dover, and Tennessee Tucker, Checkmate, John Fredden's Playboy Band, Frank Sinatra. That band we went through at the end of part 1. Those are still available. If anybody wants prices, let me know. And let's go ahead and sell Brent Rabley Aerosmith for $45. That's sold to Brent Rabley. Aerosmith is gone. Just like that. Next is a brand new crate of vintage, new arrivals. Let me do a quick flip through them. See if make sure there's nothing here that I promised somebody to auction or something of that nature. Something we need to auction that maybe y'all have never seen or we hadn't put up in a long time. There's some good albums in here. Some stuff I hadn't seen before. Some stuff I see quite often. Hey, there's well, I'll show it in just a second. Let me get it up here. Somebody just asked about it. All right. Let's see here. Debbie Blair wants Checkmate. Mark Shelton, Condition. Brown and Smith. And Kenny wants George Jones Sings Hank. So let me pull those. We had Sinatra, John Fred. There's Checkmate. There's Checkmate. We had Oscar or Brown. Yeah, and then the George Jones. All right, so I can go ahead and say Debbie wants Checkmate. We got Kenny wants George Jones Sings Hank Williams. And Jones, Brown, and Smith is really nice. It's on a white label. It's not a promo. Concord Jazz label. Really nice copy. and that is $19.99. $19.99. Okay, next auctions. First, let me show the only album, because somebody just asked about it. Clint did. We had a Rat Invasion of Your Privacy. That's a $65 buy it now. Has a hole through the OB up here. Other than that, vinyl is EX Plus. That's a $65 buy it now. That's the only album that has not got a bid. And probably because I think we've sold 5 or 6 of these within the last probably 2 weeks. We've sold a bunch of those. That's a one we don't really see it too often, and all of a sudden we get a bunch. So, and Mark Shelton said he would take the Jones, Brown, and Smith. All right, so I got a new bin of new arrivals here. These are non-check condition as well, so they should be really nice copies. Non-check condition. We'll go through them and see what's in here. I do have a bin of new vinyl. Where did I lay that? Right here. Okay, I'll do the vintage first, but I do have a bin of new vinyl that we have not gone through yet. So this is the Iron Man, the music presented by Pete Townsend, the guitarist from The Who. This is a 1989 pressing with the booklet and hype sticker, $19.99. Plastics. Yeah, plastics. This is $19.99, gold stamp promo. Plastics. And Van Dyke Parks, Tokyo Rose, $14.99. Sonny Curtis, Love Is All Around, $9.99. Malcolm Tomlinson, Rock and Roll Hermit. That is $9.99. Duran Duran. Here is a U.S. copy, $24.99. Seven and the Ragged Tiger. Really nice copy, $24.99. And we have Deep Purple, Purple Passages. Deep Purple, Purple Passages. That is $34.99. Justin takes it. The Duran Duran, that is. He was asking for a backup Japanese earlier. All right, so Japanese bin. I have some stuff I never did get around to putting up for auction. One of them is a pretty incredible record. I used it for a hot picture. I don't know why I didn't bring it out for part 1, but let me show it. This is Led Zeppelin, Japanese press of House of the Holy. If you're watching right now, if you're one of our 91 viewers, you're going to probably get a really good opportunity to bid on this. The gatefold has a couple spotting. You can see it there on the OB. Back cover, nothing wrong. Front, beautiful, no corner dings. Really nice OB on this one. This is going to be an $85 start. $85 start. There's a album kind of advertisement insert. There is technically the Japanese insert. And then this is the original sleeve that came with this pressing and the US pressing, which has the lyrics. And the vinyl is pristine, Japanese guaranteed quality, which is like mint. That's an $85 start for House of the Holy. Led Zeppelin, House of the Holy. Their 5th album, quite good. Nothing written on it at all. Not even on the spine. If the OB wasn't on here, this thing has nothing written on it. There's nothing on the gatefold. There's nothing on the spine. Just like Led Zeppelin 4. You wouldn't even know what it was unless you knew it was Led Zeppelin. $85 start on that. And the other album I have that I meant to probably run during part 1 was this Prince album. It's a VG Plus. Let me look at it and see exactly what's going on with it. I think we've sold these for as much as, I don't know, some of these prints. Okay, so I think this is side 1 here. It is pristine. It is near mint. And then side 2, looks like we got a needle drop here on track 1, side 2. And then we got a couple sleeve scuffs. So this is still a really nice copy. Not normally what you would expect from us for VG Plus, but Japanese, really nice copy. And this is Prince Around the World in the Day. There's some kind of advertisement as well. And this is a pretty unique cover. First, there's the OB. So it does have the OB. It has this flip open cover, as you can see, and gatefold. All right, so that is a $45 start for Prince. Really nice copy. Don't let the VG Plus scare you. And Brent Rabley's in on Led Zeppelin at 85. Okay, back to the crate. We have Elvis in Demand. Never seen that one before. It's a 1977 UK pressing, sealed, $19.99. Mr. Guitar, Chet Atkins, $9.99. Living Stereo, RCA. Brent Rabley's at 85 on Zeppelin. Mark Shelton's at 90. And Brent Rabley's at 45 on Prince. So both of our albums have bids. True Believers features Hard Road, The Rain Won't Help When It's Over. True Believers, $19.99 in shrink wrap. Porter Wagner, Experience, $9.99. Johnny Rivers, Realization, that is $14.99. And Neil Diamond, Hot August Night. Neil Diamond's $14.99. Elvis in Concert is $19.99. Wagoneers, Stout and High, $9.99. And we have an Elvis box set. Elvis Presley, 1954 to 1961, the rock and roll era, sealed box set, $24.99. Mick Jagger, Let's Work, is $9.99. And J.J. Johnson Quintet, in person, $9.99. Nectar, something in the ocean. Let me check the label on this one. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen this Nectar album. This is Nectar, a tab in the ocean. That's what that says. $19.99 for Nectar. Okay, so up for bid is a really nice copy. We don't put this one up as often as I'd say probably other Led Zeppelin albums, and that's Led Zeppelin 4. Last week we had a Coda, which I don't think we ever have. This cover is really nice. The vinyl's near mint. The only thing wrong with it is probably this light foxing discoloration in the cover. And it's not really a big deal. Not at all. And it's not on the front of it, just on the gatefold. Mark Shelton has high bid on that Led Zeppelin House to Holy Japanese press for $90. And then Brent Rabley has Prince Around the World in the Day. It has one mark on side 1, track 2, what I call a needle drop. And he has that for $45. That's going twice, going 3 times. And Brent, if you're out on Led Zeppelin, let me know. I'll sell that to Mark and I'll sell Prince to you. But if anybody's still bidding, now's your chance. Original TV soundtrack, Diana. That's Diana Ross, the Jackson 5, Danny Thomas, and Bill Cosby. That is $19.99. Jethro Tull, Heavy Horses, also $19.99. And Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams, $19.99 for Book of Dreams. The Doors, Full Circle, $34.99 on The Doors. And Julian Lennon, Too Late for Goodbyes. That is $9.99. The Salsoul Orchestra, Greatest Disco Hits, Music for Nonstop Dancing, $9.99. And the Best of Buffalo Springfield Retrospective, $34.99. Brent is back in on Led Zeppelin at $95. Buffalo Springfield is an original Atco pressing that is super nice. Great music with Buffalo Springfield. That's Neil Young, Stephen Stills. All right, let's go ahead and sell Prince to Brent Rabley. We'll mark you down for $45 on Prince. That's sold to Brent Rabley. Next Japanese pressing is something else I've never offered. I like putting stuff up that we've never had before. Here's one, Marshall Tucker Band, Searching for a Rainbow. Japanese pressing of this. It's going to be a $35 start. Let's see what contents it holds. We've put EX on the vinyl, so there must be a very, very minute mark on it somewhere. Yeah, just like a couple of like microscopic hairlines keeping this from being near mint. Really nice copy. Really nice copy. Marshall Tucker Band. $35 start. That's as close as near mint as you can get on one. There's the Japanese. This has Fire on the Mountain. That was a big hit for them. Searching for a Rainbow. Excuse me. And the cover is really nice with Marshall Tucker Obi. $35 start for MTB. Marshall Tucker Band, Searching for a Rainbow. Mark says he's out on Led Zeppelin. Brent has that for $95, going twice, going 3 times. And Sherry says she'll take the Doors, Full Circle. That's sold to Sherry Darnell. All right. Next record is Walt Disney Presents Farday. I don't know how to say his name. Groffs. The Grand Canyon Suite. The original soundtrack of the film Grand Canyon. Wow, that's a Disney record. That's got to be early. 1999. Grand Canyon Suite. Walt Disney Productions. Ever seen that? That is 1999 Disneyland Musical Mural. Spend enough for tonight. Debbie says she's got to get off before she spends any more. The Kinks, a complete collection, is $24.99. The Kinks Preservation Act 1 is $19.99. Kinda Kinks is $19.99. And the Kinks, their self-titled album. This is a Spanish. We had several of these from the Atlanta collection. By the way, most of this stuff is from the Atlanta collection. $19.99 on the Kinks. Jeffrey Osborne is $9.99. John Mayall, New Year, New Band, New Company. John Mayall. White label promo. Does Tony Murphy have this one? $24.99. It's a white label promo. ABC Blue Thumb. John Mayall. New Year, New Band, New Company. Let's see. Where did I get to? We're at the Poppers. Magic People. The Poppers is $24.99. And Douglas Flint Dillard. $9.99. You don't need a reason to sing. Pat Benatar Tropico is $14.99. And Gallagher and Lyle. Gallagher and Lyle, The Last Cowboy, $9.99. White label promo from A&M Records. Let's see. Let me find my stopping point right here. I'll show the rest of those. First, let's sell Led Zeppelin to Brent Rabley for $95. Final call to bid on Marshall Tucker at $35. I'll go ahead and put something else new. I'll put a companion up there with it. And we have the Blues Brothers. A Japanese promo copy of the Best of the Blues Brothers. Japanese promo copy with Obi. This is a $45 start. $45 start on that. Best of the Blues Brothers. $45 start. Marshall Tucker and that. Tony says, yes, he does. Okay, good. Anytime I've seen a obscure John Mayall album, I'm usually like, I wonder if Tony has this. George Jones, my very special guest, $19.99. Bob Lind, Photographs of Feeling. That is $9.99. Dwayne Eddy and the Rebels, A Go-Go, $9.99. This is on Colpix. Whiskey A Go-Go, Dwayne Eddy, $9.99. The Last Gonzo Band, that is $14.99. Guitar Boogie on Pickwick. That's Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, and Jimmy Page. That's a cool cover. 3 cool guitarists as well. $14.99. Ruby, Don't Take Your Love to Town. Waylon Jennings. This is a 1973 press in the shrink wrap. $24.99 on Waylon. $24. Kenny Heathcock takes the Guitar Boogie album. That's sold to Kenny Heathcock. We've got Honky Chateau, Elton John. This is on Uni, $34.99. Looks like a pretty nice copy. Nigel Olsen. Elton John. Wow, I love some of the stuff on here. Honky Cat, Mellow, Rocket Man, Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatter's, Hercules, $34.99. That's an OG copy on the original label. Steve Winwood. This is called Winwood. This is Steve. This is what I call the ultimate Steve Winwood collection. You have everything from Spencer Davis Group to Traffic to Blind Faith tracks on here. Where's the Blind Faith tracks? Traffic, Blind Faith, Traffic. Yeah, it has Sea of Joy. Mostly Traffic and Spencer Davis Group. Powerhouse. Forgot about that one. This is $29.99. I hadn't had one of these in a while. And it looks like it's new. Steve Winwood. Merry Music Christmas, Dean Martin and Jackie Gleason. That is $9.99. The Mormon Tabernacle Choir sings Christmas carols. $7.99. Lillian takes the Steve Winwood. Those never that and Gord's Gold, which is the Gordon Lightfoot collection, but it doesn't have Rick of the Evan Fitzgerald. If that was on there, it'd be the greatest Gordon Lightfoot compilation. Christmas music, $7.99. That's the life treasury of Christmas music. By the way, in those rare 45s, it's not really rare, but it's a good one. We found Gordon Lightfoot's very first single. 1961. Kenny wants DM. That's the Dean Martin Christmas. Christmas Greetings is $7.99. And Great Songs of Christmas by great artists of our time. Bing Crosby's on here, Johnny Mathis, etc. All right, let's go ahead and end these two auctions. Let's see if anybody's been waiting for the buy it nows. If anybody wants Marshall Tucker, you can buy it now for $35. If anybody wants the Blues Brothers, you can buy it now for $45. No bids on those. They go over here with Rat. Those are $35 and $45 buy it nows. Blues Brothers and Marshall Tucker. Red Fox on the Loose, recorded live. That's $14.99. Genesis Live is a 1984 UK pressing. That is $19.99. Genesis Live, 1984 UK. I had Marshall Tucker at $35. Did you? Oh, you did. Okay, well, Kenny, you got it. My bad. Sorry, Kenny. Kenny got Marshall Tucker for $35. Kenny Heathcock. Sorry, I completely overlooked that. Let's see here. Okay, next was Toby Grimm. That's Vin Dandy gets the Red Fox. Vin Dandy gets Red Fox. That's next. And Cameron Nance on Genesis. Cameron Nance on Genesis. Mark Shelton, you were second. A lot of people. Anytime we get a Genesis album, people want to see the label because they're looking for the original UK labels, that Charisma label. So that's sold to Cameron Nance. Or I won't say maybe the original label because I think this came out this is earlier Genesis, but they're always looking for UK pressings. I'll put it that way. Hansel and Gretel is $19.99. This is actually a Mexico pressing. This is actually a Mexico pressing of Walt Disney. The label and everything is, see, it says Hansel y Gretel. Walt Disney presenta El Cuento de Hansel y Gretel. That's my best attempt at Spanish. Dean Martin Sings, $9.99. Grover Washington Jr., Mr. Magic, $14.99. And the Dixie Dregs, here's one we don't get too often. Night of the Living Dregs, the Dixie Dregs. That is $14.99. All right, so the Blues Brothers is available. Rat's available. Next auctions are, let's try Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ooh, it's a master sound pressing. Okay, I didn't mention that earlier. And here's another one we don't get as often. It's Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska. So we have Earth, Wind, and Fire. This is a master sound, which is a higher quality pressing when it comes to these Japanese. Let me show you what we got here. So really nice cover. This is going to be a $35 start. There's the gatefold, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Super nice cover, master sound pressing. We have the original inner sleeve, the Japanese insert, and the vinyl is pristine. That is I Am. First track is Boogie Wonderland, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That is a $35 start, master sound pressing. Here's one I've never had, a Japanese press of Nebraska, Bruce Springsteen. This is also a $35 start, Nebraska. That's in shrink wrap, which protects the obi. It's underneath the shrink wrap. There's the Japanese insert. There's the original sleeve. And this looks unplayed. I mean, it's maybe once. It's pristine. Nebraska, Bruce Springsteen. So that's a $35 start, and so is Earth, Wind, and Fire. Don't get too much Earth, Wind, and Fire, and that's the first time we've ever had that. Let me read through these titles. If anybody wants prices, let me know. We have Dixie Dregs, Grover Washington Jr., Dean Martin. Actually, let me start from the back, the oldest stuff. We had Pete Townsend, the Iron Man, Plastics, Van Dyke Parks, Sonny Curtis, Malcolm Tomlinson, Deep Purple, Elvis in Demand, Mr. Guitar, Chet Atkins, True Believers, Porter Wagner, Johnny Rivers, Neil Diamond, Elvis in Concert, Wagoneers, Elvis Presley Box Set, Mick Jagger, J.J. Johnson, Nectar, Diana, Jethro Tull, Steve Miller Band, Julian Lennon Single, Salso Orchestra, Buffalo Springfield, Walt Disney Grand Canyon Suite, The Kinks, The Kinks, The Kinks, The Kinks, Jeffrey Osborne, John Mayall, The Poppers, Douglas Flint Dillard, Pat Benatar, Gallagher and Lyle, George Jones, Bob Lynn Photographs, Dwayne Eddy, The Lost Gonzo Band, Waylon Jennings, Elton John, Mormon Tabernacle, Christmas Music from Life, Christmas Greetings, Great Songs of Christmas, Hansel e. Gretel, Dean Martin, Dixie Dregs, and Grover Washington Jr. All right, so Brent Rabley's at 35 on Bruce Springsteen. Can I see Nectar and Condition? Nectar was right here. I showed it earlier. It's a gold stamp promo. Somebody's, it looks like WIGN, maybe a radio station copy. Really nice. Has a scuff right here like a needle drop. You all know what a needle drop. It's when somebody carelessly dropped the needle and it went but it didn't really damage it too much. That is $19.99. It just makes a ugly impression in the vinyl. Next comment was Chris Wood Sr. Can I see the Condition? Deep Purple. This album always has ring wear. It's really tough to find a copy of Purple Passages without ring wear on the cover. Just one of those, because it's a 2LP, it's just one of those records. It's just always like this. The vinyl is really nice. Green Warner Brothers label. That's an OG press, $34.99. The vinyl is exceptionally nice. That's $34.99. Next was Jerry Stone. He's at 37 on Bruce Springsteen. Elvis box and Elvis in Demand for Regina Tabor. So Regina wants the Elvis box. That's so to Regina. And she wants Elvis in Demand. She don't have that in her mini Elvis records. Price on Time Life Christmas, that was $7.99, Michael. Life Treasury Christmas is $7.99. Price on BF Retro for Randy. BF Retro. That was BF Retro. Retro Buffalo Springfield. I was getting your... This is $34.99. This is an original Atco pressing. Near mint. Really nice. For what it's worth is the first track. This originally came out in 1969. The second best track on here, Rock and Roll Woman. What's the Jagger? It was a 12-inch single. Mick Jagger, Let's Work. It's a promo, gold stamp promo. Let's check the label. $9.99, Mick Jagger. Mark Shelton's at 40 on Bruce Springsteen. We now have 3 bidders on Bruce Springsteen. Michael Golston said he would take the Life Treasury Christmas Music. My wife drops the needle all the time, but she's limited on which record she plays. Yeah, you got to be careful of those. Condition and price on Chet Atkins' Mr. Guitar. John, I have it as $9.99. Original inner sleeve. It's got some scuffs on it, but we don't have condition notes on it, so it's EX Plus. It's got a scuff here. There's one there. Definitely non-feelers, of course. A really nice jacket, too. It's got a scuff here, and it's got some sleeve scuffs. That is $9.99. Gerard is at 35 on Earth, Wind, and Fire. Randy says he's going to pass. Brent Rabley's at 50 on Bruce Springsteen, and Jerry says he's out. So we do have a bid on Earth, Wind, and Fire at 35. That's going twice, going 3 times. That's going twice, going 3 times to Gerard because no one else has bid. Jerry's out on Bruce Springsteen, and so is Mark. So Brent Rabley has this for 50. That's going twice, going 3 times. I'm about to sell both of those. Is Nectar a gatefold? Nectar is not a gatefold, no. It's on Passport Records, 1972. I've never seen this as a gatefold, I don't think. Yeah, actually, 76 is Passport Records and 72 is Belafonte. So there's probably a good chance there's a pressing before this. This is probably, even though it says 72 on the label, probably a repress of that album. All righty, final call on those 2 auctions. I do have another crate of, I'll go ahead and show the first record because this was some stuff from last week that we never got to, but I got one more crate of new vinyl to go through that I priced during the break. It took the entire half hour almost. But let me show you so you stick around. I don't want anybody to sign off because we're going through new vinyl. Here's some of the stuff that's going to be in the next crate. This is $29.99. Badfinger, Magic Christian Music by Badfinger. In shrink wrap with hype sticker. $29.99. It is beautiful. Badfinger. That is $29.99 in shrink wrap with hype sticker. Contains the hit. Come and get it. I know somebody's going to want that. All right, let's end these two auctions. Brent Rabley gets Bruce Springsteen for $50, Nebraska. Never had that one before. And Earth, Wind, and Fire is sold to Gerard at $35. Brent Rabley gets the Badfinger, Magic Christian Music. Adam Stein was second. That's a nice copy. Should I have taken that home and swapped it out with mine? Absolutely. I think I have a promo copy, but I don't know what I have. I hope I have a nice copy of that. If not, I'm going to regret that for a while. So, okay, I got some great new vinyl here. So I still have 2 crates that I didn't get the price, and we'll show those tomorrow. Plus, we'll have more deliveries tomorrow. But just this is the first sale of the week, we had so much to price and get to. We have a lot more new vinyl. This is to be the last I'll show tonight, and this is all new, never shown before. And a lot of it is not pre-orders or anything like that. It's stuff that literally hasn't been shown before. First, let me put up our next 2 auctions. There's this Bee Gees record here that I've never seen, and I've got a Creedence Clearwater. So let's see what this Bee Gees is first. This is called, I don't know, the Obi's in Japanese too. My World, the Bee Gees Best Collection. Well, that sounds like that's going to be good. Let's see here. What era are we talking about? Are we talking about Saturday Night Fever, or are we talking about early Bee Gees? My World, Trafalgar Line in Winter, Massachusetts. This looks like earlier Bee Gees. Holiday, 1st of May. I Started a Joke. Yeah. So this is a 2 LP. Bee Gees My World Best Collections. Really interesting Obi, how that's cut. Kind of like a triangle. It is a triangle. And that's all it is. No inserts. Gatefold, Bee Gees. I'll start that one at $35. Bee Gees we'll call it Best Collections. And then we have a CCR, Greatest Hits. We could call that Best Collections too. Creedence Clearwater Revival. It's actually called The Very Best of Creedence Clearwater Revival. Mint cover with Obi. No corner dings, no wear, no spotting, nothing. And the vinyl's also near mint. Yeah, looks unplayed. Have you ever seen the rain? Down on the Corner. Cotton Fields. Midnight Special. Lodi. Who'll Stop the Rain? Proud Mary. Band Moon Rising. Green River Traveling Band. Susie Q. I've heard all those a few times. $45 start. $45 start on the Best CCR. That looks unplayed. Cover's really nice too. Glossy. No corner dings. $45 start. $35 on the Bee Gees. $45 on CCR. Okay. Some of these are imports that were on sale. Like I've said before, when they're on sale for me, that means they're on sale for you. Some of these are just restocks, like Metallica, S&M. Metallica S&M 1. That is 3 LPs, 21 songs, 2 LPs, gatefold, new and sealed. Metallica is $59.99. Jerry Penix at $45 on CCR. Finally, got a restock of this. Suicidal Tendencies, $38.99. This is Suicidal Tendencies, Join the Army. Join the Army. We got a shipment of these when I posted a pre-order. That's all we got, and then it took forever to get more of them. Suicidal Tendencies, Join the Army. That is music on vinyl, $38.99. So Jerry Penix at $45 on CCR. That's going once, going twice. Still looking for a $35 start on the Bee Gees. We got another Lana Del Rey in. That's Honeymoon. Lana Del Rey Honeymoon featuring High by the Beach. That is $49.99. So we got 2 albums from her tonight that I don't think we have ever had. And I should have showed these earlier, so I could have taken a waiting list if we happen to sell out. But we have Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time. It is technically a Euro version, but it is on sale. And we can offer it for $36.99. So Iron Maiden, Somewhere in Time, $36.99. And this is technically the Euro version, which basically on the back, especially if you key a lot of stuff in the Discogs, you'll see it'll ask if it's a Euro or if it'll ask if it's US or Euro. Pretty much there's not much difference. Joe, I'm glad you're watching because you were the only person we had on a waiting list for this. I didn't key in your name. because it was so long ago. But you want one. I see that you've commented, but you were also on a waiting list, but I don't have one pulled for you yet. So you were on the waiting list, so I'll take you off, and I've got you down for one. So that's sold to him. We'll put that. I'm put that right there actually. And then Chris wants an Iron Maiden. Has Chris bought from us before? Chris Ligero. Okay, Chris, I think you've bought from us before. If so, welcome back. And I've got you down for an Iron Maiden. We'll check. If not, let me know and I'll give you instructions. This, there's another Iron Maiden. I got you one pulled though, Chris. This shipment also had a ton of Greta Van Fleets, which I've already shown earlier tonight from a different distributor. So I have a lot of Greta Van Fleet in stock from the fires. Probably I have over 20 copies now, which is crazy. 6 months ago, that would be impossible. But I have them, $36.99. We can go ahead and sell the BGs to Edward for $35, and I would sell the Credence to Jerry, but Brent just asked which one. It is it is called The Very Best of CCR. It is a near mint compilation. The cover looks new, and so does the vinyl. Jerry Pinnock has this for $45. If no one else is interested, I'm about to sell it to him for $45. Final call on that. There's all the Greta Van Fleets. This, I probably should have ordered more, but Depeche Mode Violator, $36.99. This is this is the German. So this is never in stock with the US version. Never in stock. This is luckily an on-sale import, because normally these are like $51.99, and I never stock them because that just seems too much. When if the US pressing ever came in, they would be $15 cheaper, almost $16 cheaper. So Violator, Depeche Mode, that is $34.99, and I have 3 of those available. Okay, then we have Edward wanting a Metallica S&M. Good decision there. Kenny is in. Kenny Heathcock is in on CCR at 50. Brent says, I'll pass. Let Jerry have it. Actually, we got a new bid, and that's with Jerry Pitt. We had a bid with Kenny and a bid with Jerry. So CCR is back up to 55. Belinda Dobb and Belinda Dobb and Paul Brothers on Violator, Depeche Mode. I probably would have sold out of that earlier tonight. I've got one copy left. Slayer, Seasons of Abyss. This is $38.99. There was 2 records in here we had pre-orders for. That's what's laying on top of the buttons. I think the the wait list for this was Jamie Butler. I think that's who this was for. Somebody. It's on my laptop. I copied and pasted into a new document. But that's for those 2 records that I have on top of this. It's only 2. But I'm pretty sure it was Jamie Butler. That's $38.99. And I got a restock of Charlie Brown, and I think that was the other one, Tanner. I think somebody wanted Charlie Brown. Yeah, Charlie Brown. I forgot who that was. I'll check in just a second. But these are $28.99. This is on the peppermint vinyl. By the way, we are in the 2nd week of December. You won't get billed for these until Monday. So if you want a Christmas record to listen to probably at your Christmas parties, especially if you plan on having them the week of Christmas, this is the time to buy. This is probably your last chance to buy Christmas vinyl, because media mail sometimes could take up to a week, depending on where you are and how slow. It could get held up and you might not get it before Christmas. But this is peppermint colored vinyl, Charlie Brown. I think they now have like 15 different versions of that. We got a restock of Pink Floyd, The Division Bell, $49.99. The Division Bell is $49.99. I've got one copy in stock of the Ramones, It's Alive, $39.99 for the Ramones, It's Alive. This is the only Metallica album I had sold out of, which is Hardwired to Self-Destruct. That is $34.99. Look what we got back in. Now, that's what I call Yacht Rock. That is $33.99 on blue and white swirl vinyl. We have one copy of Herbie Hancock Headhunters for $38.99. One copy of the Ramones, Road to Ruin for $28.99. And the Smiths, Meat is Murder, $34.99. Paul Brothers on Charlie Brown. Paul, you may have been the person on that waiting list. I'm not for sure, but I'll go ahead and pull you one just in case. I'll go ahead and pull you one just in case. Let's also go ahead and sell CCR to Jerry Pinnick for $55. So Paul Brothers on Charlie Brown, unless he was the waiting list for that, I really can't remember. Jerry Stone wants Metallica. I'm assuming that was for Hardwired to Self-Destruct. That's sold to Jerry Stone. And Steve Botsford takes the Herbie Hancock Headhunter. Originals of that have got quite expensive. So a lot of people have been asking for that. He said that may have been him. If it is, we'll put that one back. It won't be a problem. We'll make sure you don't get two. So that was another crate of new vinyl. I have two more. It takes a while to price these because I've got to price them, and then I've got to actually sticker them, and then we got to go through our database and make sure none of this is pre-sold or a waiting list. And I only got through one crate, and we got two more. So we'll have a lot of new vinyl tomorrow because we're expecting a couple big shipments, and we'll go back through everything we showed tonight that we still have. Metallica is $59.99. Suicidal Tendencies is $38.99. Lana Del Rey is $49.99. Iron Maiden is $36.99, Somewhere in Time. Lots of Greta Van Fleet's $36.99. I wish they would press some of their other albums, especially the most recent one. Yeah, it was, who was it? Jeffrey Walker. Yeah, that was from some time ago. We can go ahead and pull this last one for him. I was going to message him first because some of those old waiting lists I try to message people, but yeah, we go ahead. So Jeffrey Walker, I don't know if you're watching, but you were on a waiting list for this from a long time ago. But we're going to go ahead and mark you down because you may not be watching and you may want it. Slayer, $38.99. Charlie Brown, $28.99. Pink Floyd, I grabbed a few of these because they always sell. Everybody needs the Vision Bell. This album originally came out in 91, 92, 94. That's why it's so hard to find on vinyl. That's why OG copies are always north of 100, 150. Nice ones, that is, on blue vinyl. The original pressing of this came out on blue vinyl. It's like a translucent, very, very nice. The Ramones is $39.99. Metallica is $34.99. Now that's what I call Yacht Rock, $33.99. And the Smiths, Meat is Murder, $34.99. All right, let me grab that other crate of vintage I was teasing y'all with. And it may be the last crate of the night unless we have any requests, because we still probably need to price all that other stuff and key it in. That was pre-orders. But we will go through this bin and I'll see what's in here. And I do have others, but we'll have plenty of stuff for tomorrow night. And I have this entire box of 45s. Too much to show, right, Tanner? Way too much to show. Hope that everybody gets to tune back in tomorrow, but we're not done for tonight. Okay. Let's continue. New vintage stuff. I actually can introduce a couple new auctions. We've almost sold everything in the Japanese bin tonight. Let me put up a couple other things that I don't see too often. We'll put up probably two of the better ones left for tonight, which is the band Rock of Ages. And we're going to do a $45 start on this. Japanese press. Take a look at this. Not an easy record to come by, especially in good condition. But this is the band Rock of Ages, Japanese press of Obi. Really nice cover, really nice Obi. $45 start. There is the insert. The weight. I pulled into Nazareth, was feeling about half past dead. I just need some place where I can lay my head. I think we've all heard that at some point or another. Shape I'm in. They just shipped me 10 new copies of music from Big Pink 50th anniversary. So I look forward to getting those in. Those will sell out. So yeah, 2LP Looks Unplayed. That's a live, the band, awesome Rock of Ages. Great stuff. $45 start on that. And here's a Queen album. We have Queen, A Day at the Races. This is a Japanese press. Really cool pink Obi to match. Gatefold, super nice, especially for a black cover where the US copies show a lot of wear. There's the insert. There's the really cool other insert. And the vinyl looks mint. And this is a $65 start. Queen, first track is Somebody to Love. White Man, Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy. Wow, side 2 is loaded. Really good songs on there. That is a $65 start for Queen. All right, let me get caught up here in the comments. There's Jeffrey Walker's Depeche Mode. Any Beatle 45s in that box? John, just like anything else, I really hadn't been through them. John showed me some of the stuff he found, like some just stuff people always want in there. But I'm sure there is, yes. Oh, I know there's some George Harrison promos, some tough ones to find, and some Jimi Hendrix promos, white labels. So, yep, there's some good stuff in there. Okay, we have Buddy Rich, class of 78. Brent Rabley's at 45 on the band. Completely random, do you guys sell calendars? Are you talking about like new 2023 calendars, or are you talking about just any kind of calendar? Did all the warrants go? Rich Hopkins, the warrants I'm going to sell for $39.99, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies left. Wow, it's come down to 7 copies. Of course, I have 50 more in storage, but they're for eBay. I've got 2 with some slightly messed up hype stickers. I've got 1 with no hype sticker, and I have only 4 copies left of nice, minty, perfect ones. Numbers 1847, 1899, 1389, and 1249, I think, on the good ones. Rich, that's all I have left. The other ones I've got set aside. I'm putting up. We've sold a lot. The other ones I'm saving for eBay. Okay, Cameron's at 48 on the band, and Brent Rabley is at 65 on Queen. I do not have any 2023 calendars. No, sir. That's a good idea, though. I need to check into that. Dizzy Gillespie, E. Matito, Afro-Cuban Jazz Moods. Dizzy Gillespie and Machito, Afro-Cuban Jazz Moods. That is $19.99. Nat King Cole, To Whom It May Concern, $9.99. Rod Stewart, Absolutely Live, is $29.99. The Best of Nat King Cole, $9.99. Nat King Cole, The Touch of Your Lips, $9.99. Ella Sings Gershon, that is $19.99. The Hollies, self-titled, $14.99. The Hollies, Clark Hicks, Sylvester Calvert Elliott, $14.99. Heartwood is sealed. Looks like some kind of promo copy, $24.99. And the Guess Who, The Way They Were, the Guess Who, $14.99. Brent is high bidder on Queen at 65. He's also back in on the band at 50. We're bidding on these 2 Japanese pressings back here. And Rich Hopkins says, I'll take one of the 800s. 1800s? Okay, I'll give you $18.99. I don't have any 800s. I have some 1800s. That's sold to Rich Hopkins. I'm getting down. I'm already in single digits on these. That's amazing, isn't it? We've sold a bunch. So when we sell these last 7, that will make 250 we've sold to y'all. And I've got less than 50 left for the eBay stock. So by the end of the year, we will probably have sold all 300 of those. Gloria Gaynor, Never Can Say Goodbye, $9.99. What do we have here? Cabo Frio, right on the money. Cabo Frio, that is $14.99. Gentle Giant, shaped like the jar, $19.99. Heat Wave is $14.99. And the Peppermint Rainbow, Will You Be Staying After Sunday, $19.99. Final call on the band at 50, and we can go ahead and sell Queen for 65. Brent was the one and only bidder on Queen, 65 on that, and final call on the band. I was just making sure everybody was done. We have Scott Plant says he'll take a Warrant Cherry Pie. Let's sell one of those with Scott. Scott Plant gets a Warrant Cherry Pie. Next question was, is the Dizzy a U.S. pressing? That was the Dizzy Gillespie. Where was that? Nat King. Let's see. On the Pablo label, yeah, U.S. Yeah, that's a U.S. press. Manufactured RCA, yeah. Gold stamp promo, $19.99. Next was Scott Smith on Gentle Giant. Brent Rabley was second. Leslie wants to see the Rod Stewart. That was Rod Stewart absolutely live. Original inner sleeves. 2LP near mint from 1982. Doing some good stuff. Like, Do You Think I'm Sexy? And Stay With Me and Maggie May. Hot Legs. Tonight's the Night. I'd like to listen to that. That's got some good stuff on it. All right. The Best of the Cow Seals. That's where we got to. $14.99. And this is a... It's $99.99. It's from 2011. It looks like a Big Star 3 Master 15 IPS. It looks like a tape box. I forgot who this is. Who is this? What is this? Big Star? Is it Big Star? I think this is a Record Store Day release. I don't know. They've made it look just like the original. It's got white labels and everything. Stroke It, Noel, Alex Chilton. It's got all the information with it. Alex and Jody. I don't know. Somebody maybe can remind me what that is. Excuse me. Kenny Heathcock wants the Cow Seals. And let's go ahead and sell Brent Rabley the band for $50. Those are sold and sold. Excuse me. I need to go grab a bottle of water. Let me first introduce our next Japanese pressings. The bin's getting low. I don't know if we'll get through them all tonight, but we'll roll them over till tomorrow. We'll add them to tomorrow's stuff. I'll try to keep on a better pace. I've got Bob Dylan. Y'all maybe want to request some of these. Bob Dylan, Wham, 38 Special, Eric Clapton, Nina, Phil Collins, Whitney Houston, Toto, Willie's Greatest Hits, Eagles, John Lennon, Jeff Beck, Huey, Hart, and Toto. Let me do Nina, because there was a lot of people wanting we had a Nina bundle last week that didn't get paid for, where I bundled 3 of these together, and a lot of people wanted it. So this is probably her premiere album. I call it 99 Red Balloons. One side's in German, one side's in English. It's a $45 start. Even her stuff that's where she's singing in German sounds good. It's just something about her voice. A couple great tracks on there, both sides. And then we have Phil Collins, No Jacket Required. Perfect copy, Japanese press. That's also a $45 start. $45 for Nina and Phil. I did not get you for the Rod Stewart. I do right now, though, or I did right then. Let's sell that to Leslie Holt. Let me grab a bottle of water. I haven't had enough today. Where did those action figures come from? Oh, we had a couple Funkos, too. I don't think I got them all unboxed, but I can show. Here's one I know of. We've already showed the Iron Maidens. I need to take a picture and post all of the toe right here. Thank you, Tanner. Yep, we got Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, and Tony Soprano. All are directly related to the Mafia. These guys are related to the Mafia because they play NFL football. That's Joe Burrow, $14.99. Hey, that's his... Well, would this be considered his rookie Funko, I guess? It's the first one they've made of him, so that's his rookie Funko. Joe Burrow, that's $14.99. Tony Soprano is $14.99. And Tom Brady is $14.99. Those are all $14.99. Let me get this bottle of water open. I could greatly use it. Give me a 30-second break, or 15 more likely. Tony Soprano, Joe Burrow, and Tom Brady. Those are all new Funkos that just got delivered to us this week. This water is delicious. Brent Rabley wanted Big Star, and then he said, scratch that, but he does want a Tony Soprano, and so does Sherry Darnell. I think I've only got 2 of those, so that's it. But just like anything, we can always order more. So there's one for Brent, and there's one for Sherry. We'll grab another one for Sherry. I'll have one more for Sherry, and then that's it. And then there's Tom Brady. He's in his Bucks uniform. I guess that's the newest ones. And there's Joe. We must not have any Brady or Bengals or Bucks or LSU fans watching. Should be 3 others. If you want me to check in on the rest of Sopranos set, I will, because I don't know if I ordered all of them. I knew Tony Soprano would be a big one, but I don't think I ordered all of them. It's kind of like the Harry Potter. There was like 15 different ones. I've ordered them all, and they've all sold just here in the store. I don't think I even shown them. I didn't even show them here on the live, I don't think. Bertha. Bertha is $39.99. I don't know what this is, but it's a white label promo. Bertha is $39.99. I don't have any Tua. I don't know if those have came out yet, but I can check for you, Kenny. Boz Scaggs. Hey, this is one we don't get too often. This is his first album. Lots of big names playing on here. This is a nice copy for $19.99. Dwayne Allman playing lead guitar. Boz Scaggs. This is a nice copy. $19.99 on Boz Scaggs. Deep Purple Fireball is $26.99. And Leo Kottke, The Best, $19.99. Dave Brubeck's Greatest Hits is $17.99. The Bellamy Brothers is $9.99, When We Were Boys. And The Flame. What was talking? Oh, yeah. This is the backup for the Beach Boys. $64.99. The Flame. It's on Brother Records, which was their label. This is a promo copy. The Flame, $64.99. Kevin Kubina, first to Boz Scaggs. Randy was second, then Brent Rabley. Kevin Kubina was first. I'll take Geddy Lee, Alex Slice, and Neil Peart. Yeah, I have those back ordered. I hope they make more of them. I also just ordered more puzzles today because there was some that lots of people wanted the last time. There was only one Rush puzzle in stock, I think. But I back ordered Fly By Night. I figured that'd be a cool puzzle a lot of people want with the owl. I ordered some more Iron Maiden puzzles. Motley Crue was in stock. Some that we always sell out of that I don't have here anymore. So, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and end these. I'm going to try to... we have Phil Collins and we have Nina. Phil Collins and Nina. Those are now buy it nows for $45. They're both pristine Japanese pressings. Nina's in shrink wrap with Obi. Phil Collins is just near mint. Those are top Japanese copies. If you missed it earlier, I also have the Blues Brothers, the best of the Blues Brothers Japanese pressing. It's a promo copy for $45. And I have Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy, Japanese pressing for $65. And the only other thing that I'm going to put back in this other crate before they fall off, I got 3 copies of Def Leppard Hysteria. They have corner dings. That's my last 3 copies. They're $39.99. I'm going to put those right there. Next comment is Paul Brothers wants a Joe Burrow. He was trying to comment on YouTube, but it was not working. That's kind of strange because I hadn't seen a YouTube and a comment in a while. So we'll sell that one to Paul Brothers. Derek Paris wants The Flame. Derek Paris on The Flame. That was the backup group for the Beach Boys, is what I understand. John Young, The Big Star. The Big Star was this, I think it was originally a Record Store Day box set. It is $99.99. Kevin Kubina wants Hysteria. Kevin, I hope you're okay with maybe a light corner ding. There's one here that's not too bad at all. I mean, it's just lightly creased, but and a light crease here. But we try to really watch this new vinyl because, as you should, when most people get it in the mail, they want it pristine. And but so any kind of little corner ding, we let people know. That's sold to Kevin. And Frank Zappa Funko. I will be on the lookout for that. Frank Zappa Funko. I've never seen that one. England Dan, John Ford Coley. That's $9.99. YouTube comments are totally hosed. No one's able to comment. Wow. That's not good. England Dan is $9.99. Let me make sure it's not something on my end. Collect channels. Collect code connected. We got 30 people watching on YouTube. 47 on Facebook. Restream. There's everything. Dashboard. Where does that take me? I don't know. Hey, I like this. I can see what's live, resolution, bit rate. Huh. Hey, we're live on Twitter too, but you can't comment on there, so. It says we're streaming everywhere. So. I don't know. I like that version though. I don't know how. I need to have that open on a separate window sometime. All right, well, I've just reset everything on my end, my chat bar. So if you're on YouTube right now, send a comment, see if it pops up. If we got 30 people watching on there, so if you're trying to comment, I may not be able to see it. The Charlie Daniels Band, Windows, that is $22.99. David Allen Coe, Human Emotions, is $32.99. Kenny Rogers, Short Stories, $9.99. The Statler Brothers, Short Stories, is $7.99. Sons, Best of Charlie Rich, $9.99. Alabama is $9.99. And Moms Mabley, Live at the Greek Theater, $14.99. David Allen Coe, so do Kevin Kubina. Yeah, you're right. I figured by now if somebody was watching on YouTube, they would at least send a test comment. So I guess I can't see YouTube comments at the moment. That's okay. We're near the end of the show anyways. But that also means probably if you're trying to buy something I've just recently shown, you might want to hop over to Facebook. And if you don't have Facebook, you might not be able to comment. So I'm not for sure what's up with that. Lots of people on YouTube typing test. Huh. That's weird. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. I just reset my feed. That's all I'm seeing. Of course, y'all can also see what I'm seeing. It pops up. Whatever it pops up on the screen, embedded, whatever appears on the screen with this right next to the Toto record right now, y'all see the exact same thing I see in the exact same order. Our next two auctions, we have Toto 4, Japanese Press of Obi. That's a $45 start. And Willie Nelson's Greatest Hits is a $45 start. Japanese Press of Obi, 2 LPs, and Toto. Those are $45 and $45. Alabama's Near Mint, cover and vinyl. Really nice copy. Alabama, Feels So Right. Yeah, that's $9.99. Moms Mabley, we had The Other Side of Round Midnight featuring Dexter Gordon. That is $19.99. Tape from California, Phil Oakes. That is $19.99. Grant Peltzer on Kenny Rogers. Sorry for everybody watching on YouTube right now. I cannot see your comments. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. So there's still 31 people over there faithfully trying. R.M. Lazelle, I see your test comment. Alabama sold to Stephanie Harder. We have Piper. Piper is Billy Squire, $24.99. Piper has a promotional copy, not for sale sticker. White label promo, Piper, Billy Squire, $24.99. The Dave Clark 5's Greatest Hits, that is $12.99. Jefferson Starship Spitfire, that is $9.99. Jefferson Airplane Bark is $19.99. And Jefferson Starship Gold is $19.99. Johnny Paycheck, Mr. Lovemaker, featuring Something About You I Love, $14.99 for Johnny Paycheck. And Mike and the Mechanics is $19.99. Brent Rabley wants Piper. Now I see your test comment, Don. I guess it wasn't working on YouTube. Grant Peltzer's at $45 on Toto. Grant, there's another Toto in there. I'll show that in just a second. Let me grab a couple of these right quick, please. Let me see what I got here for you. I'll grab some 45s because I know we always sell some. I'll do one handful. We got an entire box and 2 handfuls. So, nope. Test 45 Statlers again. Randy Owens played Feel So Right in my studio one afternoon. Just get there. Wow. Big Star says what on Spine and Statlers again, please. Okay. Before I show these 45s, let me get caught up in the comments. Big Star says, what on the spine? It says, Alex and Jody, master for white something. That's it. That's about all I can tell you. And so here's what's I forgot about Mike and the Mechanics. This is a great album. First track is Silent Running. Mike Rutherford from Genesis, Mike and the Mechanics. Near mint copy, $19.99. You need that in your collection. Johnny Paycheck, Jefferson Starship, Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, Dave Clark 5, Phil Oakes, Dexter Gordon, Mom's Mabley, Charlie Rich, Statler Brothers Short Stories, Leslie. It is in shrink wrap, $7.99. Charlie Daniels, England Dan, John Ford Coley, England Dan, John Ford Coley, Bellamy Brothers, Dave Brubeck's Quartet, Leo Kottke, Deep Purple, Bertha, Peppermint Rainbow, Dizzy Gillespie, Central Heating, Heatwave, Cabo Trio, maybe? Gloria Gaynor, The Guess Who, Heartwood, The Hollies, Ella Fitzgerald, Nat King Cole, Nat King Cole, Nat King Cole, and Buddy Rich. All right, let's go ahead and sell Grant Peltzer Toto for $45. If anybody wants to buy Willie Nelson's Greatest Hits, Japanese press, you can buy him for also $45. Leslie said yes on the Statlers. Yes on the Statlers. That's so to Leslie Holt. All right, here's a batch of new 45s. John just priced these this week. Never shown before. I got some really good ones here. First is George Harrison, This Guitar. It's a Star Not For Sale promo copy, 1975, $74.99. $74.99. George Harrison, This Guitar from Extra Texture promo copy, $74.99. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Green River. Some of these are radio station promos. $4.99 for Green River and Commotion. Alice Cooper, Billion Dollar Babies, and Mary Ann. That is $6.99. Charlie Daniels, Whiskey and Whiskey. That's a double-sided stereo mono promo copy. $6.99 on Charlie Daniels. George Harrison, this is You and You. This is another promo copy, George Harrison, $9.99. We have Denise Williams, Let's Hear It for the Boy from Footloose. That is $4.99. Krista Burr, The Lady in Red, $4.99. They're Coming to Take Me Away. That's Napoleon was that 14th maybe? $4.99. Bill Justice, Raunchy, $14.99. Alabama, Carolina Mountain Dew, $3.99. Fishbone, Modern Industry, $9.99. Bruce Springsteen, Hungry Heart promo, that is $9.99. The Shades, $39.99. I think we're getting some. Well, Atlanta didn't have a lot of 45s, but he had some. The Shades is $39.99. John Travolta, All Strung Out on You, Easy Evil, $7.99. The Declaration of Independence, read by John F. Kennedy. I'd like to listen to that. Wow, it's a 33 1/3. I wonder if this is the entire. I don't know if they fit that all onto one thing, but I guess he could probably read it in 6 minutes or 8. No, I don't know. How long would it take to read that? All in the Family, second album, Atlantic Sampler. This is like All in the Family, like Archie Bunker. This is a white label promo sampler. Very interesting, $9.99. Hall & Oates, Say It Isn't So, and Kiss on My List is $6.99. Let me get caught up right quick because we have a few claims. We got Grant Peltzer on Grant DeBurr. What did I just say? Grant Peltzer on Chris DeBurr. Right here. That's sold to Grant Peltzer. He put DeBeg, but I know he wants DeBurr. So that's sold to Grant Peltzer. And then Brent Rabley was first on Napoleon. And Don Unstad wants Coming Tomorrow. Which one was that? That was Was that what I already sold? Yeah, they're coming. Yeah, they're coming to take me away. Okay, yeah. So Don was third on that one. Brent Rabley wants All in the Family and Fishbone. There's All in the Family. So Krista Burr got, Grant Peltzer got Krista Burr. Brent Rabley got the Napoleon Paul second. Don third. Brent Rabley's getting the All in the Family promo, and he wants Fishbone. And he wants Fishbone. Those are sold to Brent Rabley. Okay, next little stack, we've got the Archies. Everything's All Right. That is $7.99. NFL Memories, the nostalgia of more than 5 decades of pro football, narrated by Kurt Gowdy. The nostalgia of NFL memories. That is $9.99. This one's cool. God Bless the USA, Lee Greenwood picture sleeve. $6.99. Has like a fighter jet going across the front there. Nina Simone, Love Me or Leave Me on Bethlehem. That is $14.99. Professional Baseball, The First 100 Years, the official Centennial album. That is $9.99. The Band, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. I don't see a lot of their 45s. This is a radio station promo, $9.99. And we have Band Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas? Promo copy, $7.99. Brian Brickle on Lee Greenwood. Brian Brickle. He's bought from us before, right? Okay. Is that a yes? Okay, I thought so. Brian, thank you. Van Dandy on Baseball, Nostalgia, or Professional Baseball, The First 100 Years. That's sold to Van Dandy. And Brent Rabley on The Band, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down. So let me read through those one more time. We have Band-Aid, Nina Simone, NFL Memories, The Archies, Hall & Oates, JFK reading the Declaration of Independence, John Travolta, The Shades, Bruce Springsteen, Alabama, Bill Justice, Denise Williams, George Harrison, Charlie Daniels, Alice Cooper, CCR, Green River, and George Harrison, this guitar. All right, let me do the last handful over here. Actually, I'm going to do half of the last handful. I'll do half of the last handful. Got some cool stuff here. This guitar promo single and Grapefruit from earlier, $119.99. I was at $175. Sherry Darnell on Nina Simone. Sherry Darnell. That's sold to Sherry Darnell. She wants Nina Simone. Let me go through this next stack first. We have Alice Cooper, School's Out, $19.99. That's a white label promo, mono and stereo. White label promo, $19.99 on that. Jason wants Band-Aid. Band-Aid. That's sold to Jason F. Herbie Hancock, Rocket is $6.99. The Carpenters, Merry Christmas, Darling. That's one we don't see as often, $9.99. Brenda Lee, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, promo copy, VG Plus. That's an early cut of Brenda Lee's Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. VG Plus, $9.99. Billie Holiday, Lady Day is $19.99. I have a random company sleeve. Ricky Van Shelton, Slam That Door, $9.99. The Archies, Who's Your Baby, is $7.99. The Archies, Sunshine is $7.99. George Harrison, Bangladesh, that's got some radio station markings on it, $9.99. Bad Company, Honey Child, that's a promo copy, white label and like a blue label, $4.99. Asia, The Smile Has Left Your Eyes, picture sleeve, $7.99. Sugar Sugar, the Archies, I guess that's the one to have, $7.99. George Harrison, Dark Horse is a 1974 promo, $34.99. George Harrison, Dark Horse. I don't know why I laid Alice Cooper over here. Alice Cooper, School's Out is $19.99. Grant Peltzer wants Grant Peltzer wants Asia. Brian Brickle wants the Archies. And Brent Rabley, you were second. Condition of Bill Justice. It was near mint, Alex. I don't think we had any condition notes on that, but I will double check though. KC and the Sunshine Band, Please Don't Go, $3.99. Wild World, Baby It's a Wild World. Cat Stevens, $3.99. Cher, this is I Found Someone, Picture Sleeve, $6.99. There's the song I was just talking about, Mike and the Mechanics, Silent Running. That is from the movie On Dangerous Ground. That is $6.99. Hawaiian Paradise, Volume 1, Les Paul and his Trio on Decca Records, $19.99. That's a cardboard EP sleeve, $19.99 for Les Paul. Commander Cody, his Lost Planet Airman, is $9.99. And Creedence, Clearwater Revival, Have You Ever Seen the Rain and Hey Tonight. Most of their singles, both sides were usually hits. $5.99 for Have You Ever Seen the Rain and Hey Tonight was a good one too. Sherry Darnell wants KC and the Sunshine Band for $3.99. Please Don't Go. That was a big hit. Not one of their upbeat songs, but it's still good. Grant Peltzer wants Mike. That's Mike and the Mechanics. That is sold to Grant Peltzer. Sherry Darnell wants Cher. Sherry wants Cher. And Sherry also wants the Brenda Lee, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. If you can hear that in your head, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, that is by Brenda Lee. That is this right here. So, Stephanie Harder, first to the CCR, Have You Ever Seen the Rain? And Sherry Darnell was second. Brent says he would give $25 for Commander Cody and Les Paul and Commander Cody. Okay, sell him both of those for $25. And then John Young's offer was $119. $119.99. I was at $100. He said $70. First night showing them. Of course, Grapefruit's pretty obscure. The George Harrison, I feel like I could sell on Discogs, but if we did 10% off of Grapefruit, I probably could sell that on there too. So we're talking, I'm thinking more like 150, John. I'm thinking more like 150. The other Japanese, yeah, let me, that's the last thing we're going to do. Let me flip through the Japanese stuff that's left, and I'm going to make them a bite now. That's usually what we do when we don't have time to auction them. Oh, Bill Justice. Yeah, Alex Roman's Bill Justice. Let me find that for Alex. Alex, here, Bill Justice. If you like these 45s, tonight, tomorrow night, or tomorrow night and Saturday night, I will show the rest of them. We've got like 500 more like this he's priced. Alex, pretty clean looking copy to me for a Phillips 45. Okay, and what was I going to do? Japanese stuff that's left over. Grant, when I get to the Toto, you'll get first dibs on it. Just give me a second. This is everything that I have not put up for auction. They're all buy it nows, Japanese pressings. We have Toto. Here it is, Isolation. It's in shrink wrap with Obi and insert, $39.99. Grant, that's yours if you want it. We have Heart, self-titled, also near mint with Obi. That is $44.99. Huey Lewis and the News, 4. That is $39.99, near mint with Obi. Inserts. Jeff Beck, $39.99. Double Fantasy, John Lennon, $39.99. The Eagles, their greatest hits, $59.99. That's with Obi. I had somebody in the store today looking for one. Grant Peltzer wants 4. Huey Lewis and the News. So did Grant Peltzer. We have Whitney Houston, her self-titled album. She had an album called Whitney Houston, and she had an album called Whitney. This one's Whitney Houston. $49.99, near mint with Obi. Eric Clapton, Another Ticket, is $49.99, near mint with Obi. 38 Special, Tour de Force. That is $44.99. Stephanie Harder takes the Eagles, greatest hits. That's sold to Stephanie. Yeah, that's always, for some reason around Christmas, that becomes a hot commodity. I think not only does a lot of people want to listen to maybe around the holidays or at parties, but they always want to give it for a gift. Wham! Fantastic. In shrink wrap with Obi. $49.99. And Bob Dylan Desire. A top copy of this. Actually, we've graded this one. I didn't flip it over fast enough. We've graded this one VG Plus to EX. So, yeah, there's a scuff here and a couple marks right in here, sleeve scuffs. That is $44.99 for Bob Dylan Desire. And just so everybody knows, the stuff that did not get a bid was Willie Nelson for $45, Rat for $65, Phil Collins for $45, Nina for $45. Nina for $45, Phil Collins, and one more, the Blues Brothers. That's all the Japanese from the night. This bin was full earlier, so another stack of Japanese imports going to new homes. Okay, that's all for tonight. Brent, let me take that box. I'll try to figure out what it is myself. I will send you some pictures. We still got some new vinyl to knock out for pre-orders, so we'll have them ready for tomorrow. And Rich Group wants the Nectar. Jim Nielsen wants Collins and 38 Special. Has Jim bought from us before? Jim, have you bought from us before? Let me know. Rich, I'll pull your Nectar album. Jim Nielsen wants Phil Collins and 38 Special. If you're a new buyer, I need to get your information or tell you instructions before we sign off. He says he has not bought from us before. Okay, well, maybe the next to last sale of the night to a new buyer. So these are sold to you. I need you to message our page, which is CollectCo. This page here, you're watching it on. Send us a Facebook message with your email address and mailing address. And please do that as soon as the feed is over so we know you're legit. And we invoice on Monday. Now, the good thing is you can watch tomorrow night if you can. And Saturday night, you get 2 more opportunities to buy and add to your order for $7. We'll have new Japanese vinyl. We'll have a whole new, if you're into Japanese vinyl, Jim, we'll have a whole new selection tomorrow night and Saturday night. All stuff. And we got some stuff we got a discount. We've got like an entire crate I've got a discount and auction off cheaper than what we had before. So these are sold to you. Please make sure you message our page. And if you're into Japanese vinyl, all new stuff tomorrow night and probably Saturday night too. We'll have some new stuff maybe. It'll be some old stuff we'll resell you may have not seen before. Jim, if you're new, you definitely hadn't seen it before. So it's going to be new to you and it's going to be on sale. So, and with that, also tomorrow night, more new vinyl, plenty of new vintage, and I have lots. We have thousands of 45s to put out. A big box is right here behind me. So, okay. With that, we're signing off. I didn't really get to eat during the break, and now my head is hurting, so I could really use that Alfredo over there, I guess is what I'm going to eat. I hope so. Okay, thanks everybody. Good night. See you tomorrow night at 7. Message if you have any questions. I'll see you on the web.